I'm starting it like right now. Don't worry, Soy78. Don't you worry. Starting it right now, just for you and Super Blunt. So, oh my god. Oh, I'm still not 100%. Super Blender, you are asking about being nervous for a tennis tournament. And dude, you're in high school. You're young. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just whether you win or lose, you have to understand before any type of important tennis match or any type of sporting event that I would say like 90 to 95% of the outcome has already been predetermined based on the work that you put in before that day or that before, you know, the days or the event. So just go out there and, you know, just swing out and, you know, don't be tentative, but don't be reckless. And just have fun with it, dude. It's gonna be fine. There's gonna be a lot of people that are just as nervous as you, if not even more nervous. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a deep dive on it. Oh yeah, CBD oil, absolutely. Alcohol and CBD oil. But since he's in high school, he probably can't get his hands on alcohol, nor is it legal. So I can't like legally suggest that. But speaking of alcohol, cheers. Bex. Oh, I love that autofocus. And then it focuses on me and the beer. So, good stuff. And here's the thing, like before like I even get to talk tennis, most people, 75% of the people or 75% of the posts that I see on this type of forum, this type of platform, they're actually okay, if not even insightful. Don't get me wrong. But some on my Discord channel, if you guys haven't checked on my Discord, join my Discord. There's like almost 750 people on my Discord, so just check it out. You could save a lot of money even on tennis strings just by looking at like discount codes that people on my Discord channel are more than happy to give out. A regular on my Discord, named Rural Junior, sent me a link, but it's like, it's a forum, right? So there's like pages on pages, and there are some things that I'm like, it's kind of roasting me. But here's the thing: I live in the US. Freedom of speech, as long as it doesn't invoke violence, do whatever you want. Some of these things are pretty funny, and I want to read these to you guys. Yeah, James, I can't wait either. This will be fun. Are you guys drinking with me? For those that are underage, a kitty cocktail, a soda. For those that are overage, a nice little brew. Cheers. Let me just put my work laptop away. Don't tell my boss I was having a few sippy sips of beer while doing some work. Eh? Now, are you guys ready for some toxic stuff right now? Let me know in the chat. Super Blender, do I remember my first tournament and did I win? I'm trying to remember. I think I was 10. Okay. If memory serves me right, like I'm talking about like an official tournament. It doesn't have to be USTA officially, but like my very first like tournament, right? Yes, I was at Forest View Racket and Athletic Club. I don't mind saying these names. It's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. This is where I first started playing tennis, and it's where I mainly played tennis up until I was in college. It's in Arlington Heights, Illinois, Forest View Racket and Athletic Club. I was either 9 or 10, and I played in a round robin. It's not a compass. It's a round robin, so everybody played each other. I think there were 5 people. So since everybody played with each other, played against each other, and it was in one night, so it was a lot of exercise for. Let's say I was 9 years old. A lot of exercise for a 9-year-old. I went 3-1. And yes, I did win it. Do you guys want to see the trophy of my very first tennis tournament that I entered and I won? I could text my mom about that and send it to you guys later. What's up, Ian? What's up, dude? Get with the toxicity? The toxicity of our city. It's a System of a Down song. I was Super Blunder. No, I did not get a tennis scholarship. I was nowhere close. Because here's the thing. If you can get a tennis scholarship in the US, you're either going to a really, really crappy school, or you're a goddamn superstar. That's my sentiments on it. Palve Nikolic, best string at the moment. Playability wise, price not determined in the factor. playability wise, either the Razor Code, the Technofiber Razor Code, or the Yonex Polytour Pro. That's what I'm just saying. French dude from New York here. What's up, Benoit? Is your last name Pierre by any chance? When will the UTR plan regionals, nationals? I have no idea what the UTR plan is for like any type of championship. So I am sorry, Benoit Pierre. I can't say. But oh my god, this is frozen. Without further ado, let's talk about... Oh, no. It didn't freeze. Let's talk about the Yonex V-Core 97. I heard it's a really good control-oriented stick. I've never played with it, though. Super Blender. So, someone on my Discord talked to me. And they said, there's like a huge list of posts about me and I guess my review. And the title of this forum, I believe, is a Blade V8 official thread. So the Wilson Blade V8, I did a review on it. I did a review on the Wilson Blade V8 16x19 and 18x20. It is on my channel. And so I have, and Ian may or may not agree with my sentiments. Ian from Essential Tennis, obviously, in the chat right now. So it wasn't really like clickbait where I titled this live stream that this is kind of like the dark web of tennis. This specific like website. Here's the thing, right? If you're behind a passionate subject or a hobby, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would commend it. If you are absolutely passionate about a thing, right? But the issue is, if you're passionate about it, but you have full anonymity, and if you're fully anonymous, right, you could use a username or whatever, and you have like no credibility, your ego, if you're a certain type of personality, is gonna be a lot bigger than you probably want it to be. That's what I'm just saying. So let me kind of rephrase it, kind of start it a little bit, right? So if you have a passionate hobby, whether it's a sport or a video game, if you have the full cloak of being anonymous on the internet, such as some sort of forum, and if you're around like-minded people like that, there's gonna be some shit talking. Your ego is gonna be a little bit inflated after yelling into the echo chamber. I'm looking at you, Twitter. That's why I am fully committed to the fact that I will take all the criticism and all the praise. I actually like criticisms, constructive criticism better than praise. If there is someone in my YouTube comment section, that says that, like, I'm a 4-0 at best, or like I'm a garbage tennis player, here's the thing. That is literally the definition of a keyboard warrior. Because here's the thing. Unless that person has a YouTube channel of that individual actually playing tennis, you have no credibility, right? And I'm not discouraging constructive criticism. I'm discrediting the idea of a keyboard warrior without any proof of credibility. Because you have to understand, putting a camera in front of you and playing a sport like tennis or doing some sort of hobby like a video game and putting it out there for the internet to see, that takes more guts than most people could ever imagine. So honestly, like, I would never make fun of anybody. Obviously, I'm very sarcastic. But I would never actually make fun of anybody in a serious manner, whether they're a 2-0, 2-5, all the way to a 6-0. Because if you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to put a camera in front of you, take the effort to upload it to the internet, which is crazy, by the way, you have my respect. And I want to make you a better tennis player. It's as simple as that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that statement? I want to hear your thoughts. Bro, was your fam? Was your fam? Super Blender. In my opinion, to get into the opponent's head, at least with my game style, I just will make that opponent, that individual, and this is singles, right? Because I'm a singles specialist. I will make that individual hit like 5 winners against me to win a single point. No matter how sloppy, no matter how defensive my game style is. Soy78, Mark, is this Blade 78 or the Blades V8 official thread? This is. Well, official is in terms of TalkTennis. Yes, it is. My UTR is like a 9.35. I think, Super Blender. I think it's a 9.35. Okay, let's talk about this, right? So, here it is. The soul, and do not go after these people, right? I'm just saying this is a public forum. I have no reason to not show this, but do not go after these people. They have their thoughts, they have their opinions. I might not agree with it. You might not agree with it, and that's perfectly okay, right? I just want to see what they have to say. The soul says, I do not like his reviews. That's okay. You do not like my reviews. And of course, everyone's review is personal and subjective, but there are simply way too many exaggerations in his reviews. Depending on the specifics, that could be true. Nothing wrong with that, Dasal. He tends to generalize his personal experiences with rackets and strings, ignoring or disregarding others' views. Okay, I will disagree with that statement. I will disagree with this highlighted statement, okay? Any type of review, unless there's like an objective scientific metric behind it that most of the community can agree on, it's going to be personal, right? Why would I care? And no disrespect to people like Tennis Nerd, Tennis HQ, Dill Plays. If you guys haven't already, check those people out. They're legit tennis channels. Simply amazing, right? I have no reason to look at others' views, such as those YouTube channels I mentioned, or maybe even some of my friends like Brian or Chris or Ian. Love you, Ian. What's up, man? Give me a shout out. If I really took in consideration other people's reviews, then I'm already like, I already have like an open window to be like swayed. So that's why I absolutely try my best before I write the script down for a string, shoe, or racket review, that I don't look at other people's opinions, both formally and informally. He said that in the previous review that the Blade 18x20 V8 is the greatest racket ever for backhand slices. I do stand behind that. That is a dream of a racket for backhand slices. That is not, in my opinion, my personal experience, that is absolutely not an exaggeration at all. And the 16x19 is a horrendous racket for slice? Yeah, I think it is. That's not an exaggeration. 18x20 is V8 is the worst racket ever returned for serve. Yeah. From all the rackets I've play tested so far, absolutely. Has he tried every racket existing so far? Absolutely not. There's hundreds of them, if not thousands, if tens of thousands. My current racket is technically open string pattern. It is 16x20. How long have I tested the Blade V8? I've tested both the 16x19 and the 18x20 V8 Blade. I think about 10 hours each total. I did not try different tensions and strings because I don't have that time. And also, I'm not going to adjust my racket my string tension and string preference just because of a racket's playability or its optimal setup. I don't care about that. That's the company's job for the racket to adjust to a player. I'm sorry. That's how it is. How tall am I, Super Blender? I'm 5'8". Oh yeah, Zix. Let's be real. Zix, let's be real here. To sell rackets, every rendition is gonna make your game so much better. The 6195, I'm assuming 18 by 20, right? The Tom key. The 6195, 18 by 20 is a damn good racket for slicing, but it's not as maneuverable and it's not as, I would say, user-friendly or easy to swing as the V8 18 by 20, right? It's a beefy racket. The 6195, both 18 by 20 and 16 by 19, they're beefy rackets. Really good for backhand slices, but just because of the maneuverability of the Blade V8 18 by 20, I think it's a little bit better. I haven't tried the Pro Staff. Actually, the last Pro Staff I actually use, is the 6-1 18 by 20 BLX. Yeah. Oh yeah, the 6-1 is great, Ian. Alright, down. Okay, time please. Agree. Too many superlatives and too quick to judge. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't have all the time in the world. I'm a busy guy. It's a shame that his production video is first class. Hey! Love you, time please. And I wish all reviewers would spend more time experimenting and adding lead tape before reviewing. I will disagree with that. Because that leaves way too many options for like, oh, this racket is crap in stock form, but if you add a lead tape on 3 and 9 and sacrifice a virgin and break up with your girlfriend and go on Tinder and just swipe right, then it's going to be okay. No. I'm purchasing a product for a reason. It better be good right out of the box. How often does a frame feel ideal at stock specs? There are some. I will agree that, you want to customize it. But when it comes to pure reviewing, it has to be in stock form. Drawing conclusions straight off the bat like they tend to needs to be taken with a pinch of salt. Yeah, that's why I take at least 7.5, 8 hours of straight hitting for rackets, at least 20 hours for shoes, and at least 5 hours for strings, unless they break easily or prematurely, before I write my review. Yeah. Okay, Nav, who's a semi-pro. I don't know what these titles mean. True about exaggeration. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I'm not disagreeing, but frames should be reviewed in stock form. Exactly, they should be reviewed in stock form. All right, 1 second. My dinner is done. I just got to take it out of the sous vide. Favorite grip? Yannick Super Grip or Wilson Overgrip. I don't know if I like the Wilson Supreme Overgrip more than the Super Grip. I don't know yet. 1 second. All right, it's okay, guys. Daddy's back. Daddy is back. Yo, Zix, 107? That's huge, dude. That's a thick racket. Not thick beam-wise. I know it's a thin racket. That's a big racket. Poggers are the... should I get a Prince frame? Yeah, maybe. Oh, man. Okay. DJ Taurus, Hall of Fame. All right. He's in Hall of Fame. He's a casual tennis reviewer. Don't be hard on him. I mean, to be honest, I want you to be hard on me. That's what she said. Also, take notice that the review comes from a guy that says he wasn't a blader in the past. I did play with a Wilson Blade V7 18x20 for about 9 months. So I would say that this is false. Obviously, I jump between rackets every now and then. No problem. Mostly people don't like blades. Nevertheless, he liked the 16x19 a lot. Yeah, I like the 16x19, except for the slices. I honestly would have switched to the 16x19 if it wasn't for the slice issue I had. What he says for slice is pretty accurate, by the way, and yeah, he exaggerates a lot. Oh, well, thank you for agreeing with me. Awesome. It's his style, no problem with that. Good. He agrees that it's personal. It's about my playing style. At least his review is not generic, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? If you want the hard truth, especially for blades, don't watch any review. Only if the reviewer has given the specs of the racket he has on his hands. Even a small balance difference can change the whole... It can change the experience. I wouldn't say the whole experience unless you're literally a touring professional, or like if you have ATP points, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But in my opinion as well, it's the company / manufacturer's job to have specs that are within quality control acceptable range. Okay? This can happen to any racket, but it's more crucial to blade. A racket that's mostly built around field connection and weight on that. Yeah, it's a little bit head heavy for a player's frame. I agree. Dylan Pate, I've never tried the Babylon RPM Power Tennis String. I have not. Jonathan Perez, hey Mark, I've been playing with the Second Fiber Black Code lately, and it's incredibly soft for being a poly. Have you tried it? I think I played with a Black Code back junior year in college, like 2010. I've been focused on the Razor Code, but maybe I should do the Black Code tennis string review. Damn. Am I ripped? Absolutely not. Zix, Silicon Confidential is good for your arm after the break-in period. After the break-in period. I don't know how Tennis Warehouse reviews rackets. Do they choose rackets with spec range and average, or just random? But I think quality control nowadays affect review a lot of the rackets they've chosen. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're at a store or if you're ordering from like an online retailer, it's literally random. Like, are you gonna get something within spec range or slightly out of it? That's the company's job. And if it's not the company's job, it's that retailer's job. It's never the consumer's job to do that. No. Everybody say hi to Winston Du. And if you haven't already, check out Winston Du's channel. He can bench 300 pounds. He has not a 6-pack. He has an 8-pack that can grate a block of cheese in 2 swipes. Just saying. Sweeta, how are things feeling? It's feeling a little bit better after some alcohol. That's all I care about. I briefly, Tom Key, I played with, or Chi. Is it Key or Chi, Tom? I played the Extreme Tour, the IG version, briefly for like 6 months. Way too powerful. Easy to swing. I would prefer it over the Babolat Pure Drive, but just way too powerful for me. Switch explanation, Scott Anderson. I had a lot of hand problems, specifically hand problems, with the Head Radical Pro 2019 version. That's why I switched to the Pure Aero VS. Super Blender, I went to University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Oh, man. the soul. Totally agree with you. No problem with him, but I just do not like his style of reviewing. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just too authoritative and judgmental. Okay. Okay. The casual tennis player, sure. I'm not a Karu cell, right? And you could even argue Karu is technically a casual tennis player. Judgmental, okay. Authoritative, yeah, probably. But I think authoritative and judgmental are kind of like intertwined in this sentence. Let's talk about this word, judgmental. The big J word. J for jugs. I love jugs. I love being judgmental. Here's the thing. It's my job as an independent reviewer to be as judgmental towards the equipment I'm reviewing as much as possible, right? What do you guys think in the chat? Do I need to be less judgmental? Do I need to be more judgmental? Or am I okay in my judgmentalness on my equipment reviews? Scott Anderson, the VS was good for my one-handed backhand. Didn't give me any arm, wrist, or elbow problems. And I actually like the color. Not gonna lie. I do kind of like the color. Dude, UTech had Prestige is legit. Legit. Hold a minute, how do you be as judgmental and logical as possible? I don't get it. Oh yeah, Sweeta. Not only by judgmental, I'm a huge asshole. Alright. We'll do Soy78. Love you. Love you and Sweeta to death. Okay, Chanter Racket. If he can dish it, he should be able to take it. Fire away. Yeah. I'm reading this right now, aren't I? On a freaking live stream. Yo, Jonathan Perez, the Extreme Tour Night version looks sick. That's like the sickest racket paint job next to the Galaxy V-Core black of like a rendition or two ago from Yonex. Have I ever hit a tweener? No, my legs are too short and my calves are too thick. Do I still use Hyper G in my Aero VS? Absolutely, I do. Okay, time please. Oh yes, I agree. I was suggesting his reviewers stop describing how frames play in stock form. Okay, I respect that. Of course, there should always be start and main crux of the review, but towards the end, I think it would be nice to hear how the frame plays when customized to what the reviewer is used to, so we can compare it with but that's customization. I'll do a customization on my current playing racket. Don't get me wrong, but not on every racket I review. That seems like a little bit too much, man. This is especially important for higher rated reviewers who normally play with a much heavier frame than the average stock Blade V8. Okay, fine. The only reviewer that I've seen going to this week is AT Tennis. I look forward to his thoughts on the V8s. I want to see his thoughts on the V8s as well. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, the E-Zone. Was it the 2022? I saw Karu, or is it Tennis Nerd? No, it was Tennis Nerd that did a review on that. I'm going to take a look at that. Soy78, the V8 paint job, I'm not a fan of it. I like the color. I hate the monochrome look. It's like holographic. I don't like it at all. Oh, here we go. Cosmos M-Power. That guy's a tool. He complains that the launch angle is bad. The lowest ever while putting a 16 gauge poly in an 18 by 20. I guess he's never hit with a Prestige MP before. Okay. First of all, the racket I used when I first started this channel was a Wilson Blade V7 18 by 20. And I only used 16 gauges on it. And the launch angle was it was flatter, but it was relatively normal. The launch angle on the V8 18 by 20 is significantly worse. By worse, I mean super freaking flat compared to the V7 18 by 20 that I've used for 9 months. I guess he's never hit with a Prestige MP before. You're right. I've hit with a Prestige mid before with 18 by 20 16 gauge poly, and it's significantly better with the launch angle than the Wilson Blade 18 by 20 V8. Cosmos Power. That's all I gotta say to you. Dylan Pate, the the Pure Strike Babolat, it's actually a really good racket, except that it feels way too hollow. Decent power, good maneuverability, pretty good spin potential for, actually, I wish the spin potential for the Pure Strike 16x19 was a little bit better, because I honestly feel like I get more spin potential out of the Babolat Pure Aero VS, which is 98 square inches, but it is 16x20 string pattern. But it just feels way too hollow. And the Aero VS, in my opinion, is a little bit hollow, but the Pure Strike, excuse me, feels a lot more hollow than the Pure Aero VS. Oh yeah. Soy 78, one of the best rackets I've ever played with is the Head Prestige Mid UTech IG. 93 square inches, 18x20 string pattern, but I swear to God, it gives you just as much topspin potential as a Babolat Pure Strike, the Babolat Pure Drive, the Babolat Pure Aero. That's my opinion. All right, so see, Bong Man, awesome name by the way. I don't know why Sasea already called the guy a tool. All right, his channel, his review, damn right it is, and my stream. What up? Also, hit like if you haven't already. Love you guys. If you don't like the video, you don't have to watch it. Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe give some constructive criticism. Oh my God, there might be hope for Talk Tennis forum, Bong Man. There might be some hope. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. As I said so many times, I would prefer constructive criticism over praise. Nothing wrong with that. On what do you think they would improve his reviews? We always got to see more reviews and people playing, but when people put themselves out there, everyone is so quick to criticize. Yeah. Oh, Wong Man. I want to buy this guy beer. Yeah, you can put a 16G on an 18 main blade. Yeah, I did. He must not have played with a V7 before false, or of course it'll be extremely low. Good. That is also why he says everything stays in. Yeah, because it's hard to hit the ball out. Launch angle with power control. Yeah, I guess he might have a point. I'll talk to this guy. So yeah. Oh yeah. It could be the case. I still can't figure out if V8 is stable enough by watching. Well, theoretically, you could fix stability with some lead tape. So many mixed opinions. Yeah. Well, this guy's just... I don't know if this guy's actually semi-pro or if this is just titles. Matching service for sure. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Jokey. Amen. No need to be disrespectful towards Mark Sanset. To be honest, I love what he does. Thank you. It's a totally different approach, and yes, you should take things with a little bit of salt. Yeah, you should take things. Everything I say. Live stream, YouTube comments, Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans. Take everything with a grain of salt. Main reason being so different is Wilson QC. Well, in my opinion, that's Wilson's fault. It's their quality control. He's got matching service on V7 18x20. Ooh, there you go. Oh, he loves his matched V7 18x20 more than his stock form. Yeah, it might be too low. Who knows? Ugh. If I could get my hands on the new E-Zone, I totally would. What rack did I use in high school or college? Oh, man. High school, I use the Head Radical Eye Intelligence 98 18x20. And then I switched to the Babolat Pure Drive regular. Might have been the Cortex. No, it was before the Cortex. And then I switched to the Wilson Surge. Horrible racket. Horrible racket. And then I switched to the Wilson K-Blade 93, which I totally regret not keeping. The Wilson K-Blade 93 was a legit player's ring. So yeah. All right, guys, I am headed out. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. And if you guys have any questions I didn't answer, leave a comment down in the section below, or better yet, join my Discord where there's about 750, I don't know, 750 active users. And there's specifically a text chat called retailer discounts, where if there's a discount that's available for everybody, it'll be shared. So I think the biggest discount I've seen on that is like 15, maybe even 25% off of like major retailers like Tennis Warehouse. So even joining my Discord, which is absolutely free, you get to save up to 15 to 25% depending on the time of the year. And there's a lot of helpful people that'll point you in the right direction or answer questions that I can't get to. Because guess what? I'm super drunk like 18 hours out of the 24-hour day. And everybody say hi to Scott Brody. So if you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe. And as always, happy hitting.